If there's something that Hasbro has always had a problem when it comes to, it's female Transformers. RC was intended to get a figure in G1, but that was cancelled because they didn't think boys would want to buy a toy of a female. And they're having a few retcons. However, usually females end up either being major shell formers or just bad as figures. We already looked at a pretty good female Transformer in the form of Cyberverse Clobber. However, let's take a look at the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Hello guys, welcome to a new review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers, War for Cybertron, Netflix Elita 1. Starting off, of course, in alt mode, can we just say it? She looks like a bar of soap. Soapy look aside, this is just a stupid looking car. It looks nowhere near as good as the Thrilling 30 RC, which this is a repaint of Earthrise RC. And overall, it's too bulbous. The sides are too thick. The interior is tiny. That is the steering wheel right there. And just overall, it doesn't look as good as other RC alt modes. And that's not even getting to the worst part. What the heck? This is some of the worst undercarriage kibble I have seen on any Transformer. It's literally the entire robot just folded up. I'm usually not the guy who complains about undercarriage kibble, but this is embarrassing. It is lazy. It is just, it is not a good vehicle mode. She does technically have weapon storage, but it's basically worthless. So much so that they didn't even bother attaching the gun. Her weapon is supposed to go in right there, but it just sort of hangs down right here, and it's super obvious. It does roll decently well once you actually get the legs in place properly, which is very hard. And then to top off the complete disappointment of this alt mode, this just comes right off. On to size comparison, I guess. Here she is with Siege Chromia, and we go from a vehicle that's way too wide to a vehicle that's way too long. Yeah, generally neither of these vehicle modes are great, but And here she is with an actual quality alt mode in the form of Studio Series Shatter. Keep in mind, both of these figures are deluxes. Yeah. This shows just how lazy this figure is. Just gonna say it. This is not a good alt mode in any stretch of the term. It is lazy, it's too wide, it's stumpy, it's completely out of proportion with itself, and it has parts that fall off, and to top it off, it has lazy weapon storage. Onto its transformation.
lazy alt mode, we have an equally lazy robot mode. Notice the problem? Her entire car mode is on her back. Yeah. As a result, she's incredibly top-heavy. I think she has the record of being my most top-heavy figure in my entire collection. However, you don't want to deal with the top heaviness, but also have to deal with extreme parts forming. You flip this around, push down this little tab, and then push down. Yeah, you can just pull this entire section off. And generally, on her own, Elita doesn't look bad. It's generally a fine-looking alt mode, and it's accurate to the source material. Like I said, she's an RC repaint, so she has that sort of iconic back fenders, and there's another issue. It seems that her flesh is rotting off, as can be seen with her lower legs, hands, upper arms, torso, and face, which, on its own, is not a terrible head sculpt. I actually quite like it. I just wish it was on a better figure. And she comes with a tiny, tiny gun. Done in clear plastic, of course. Because Hasbro just can't get enough of that. Let's get on to this thing. It's literally the back half of the vehicle mode. You can... That's literally what it is. Back half of the vehicle mode. What I use this for, since I display her near the back of my collection with Optimus, I usually keep her standing on this. I usually keep her standing on here, just so she can actually be seen behind Wheeljack, because she's small. She is quite a small figure for a deluxe, with most of the plastic content going towards this thing. Yeah. On to size comparison. Here she is with fellow backpacker Siege Chromia, and she has about a head on her. They're generally pretty close to size, despite them being drastically different in size than normal. Excuse me, I'm gonna need to bump the tripod. But, yeah. At least she has a little bit more of a transformation than her. And here she is with Studio Series Shatter. And once again, you can see how much more effort went into making Shatter compared to Elita. Shatter, her transformation is definitely more complicated, but she's part of the Studio Series, what do you expect? But you don't have to remove half of her vehicle mode in order to get her to look alright. So, yeah, Shatter definitely has a point over her. One good thing that she does have is her articulation. Her head is on a ball joint. Arms can go in and out, back and forth. Bicep swivel. Bend at the elbow. Wrists can bend inward. Back and forth, in and out at the leg. 2 swivels at the thigh. Double bend at the knee. Back and forth at the foot. And then a nice tilt. So, overall, Elita is not a good figure. Like, she is everything wrong with modern femme design. She's a shell former. She sacrifices a good transformation in order to get a feminine-looking robot mode. Her transformation is stupid fiddly for being so simple. And overall, she just feels like she has no effort put into her. But if I can't say anything good about her, she looks accurate to how she does in the show. Her paint is fantastic. She looks way better than Arcee's chalky pink. And she has her positives, of course. Most figures do. But she is not good in any sense of the word. She is a lazy figure, which people are excusing being lazy because she's accurate. And that I just cannot forgive. So yeah, see you guys next time. Maybe we'll have an actual positive review next time. So yeah, bye!